Hi, this is Megan from DIY Domination. Would you like to learn how to start an aquaponic production system? Aquaponics merges the worlds of aquaculture and hydroponics, creating a symbiotic relationship between fish and plants. In this cycle of reciprocity, the fish produce waste, which is then converted into nutrients for the plants. The plants, in return, filter and clean the water for the fish. It's a system that mimics nature's own life cycle, making it a sustainable and environmentally friendly method of food production. Not only does aquaponics save water, it also eliminates the need for synthetic fertilizers, and it can be done in nearly any space, making it an ideal choice for urban gardening. Whether you're looking to grow your own food, contribute to sustainable practices, or just enjoy the process of nurturing life, aquaponics offers a rewarding journey. Now, let's dive into the step-by-step process of setting up your own aquaponic system. By the way, if you like this video and want to see more videos with advice on sustainable farming techniques, make sure to click the subscribe button and leave a comment down below saying "I subscribed," and we'll do our best to reply to your comment. Step 1 is all about learning and understanding the basics of aquaponics. Aquaponics is an exciting blend of aquaculture and hydroponics, where fish and plants help one another thrive in a shared environment. It's a delicate balancing act, and getting it right requires a solid understanding of the needs of both plants and fish. There are several types of aquaponic systems, each with its own unique set of components. You've got media-based nutrient film technique, deep water culture, and more. The type you choose depends on your specific goals and available resources. To deepen your understanding, dive into books, webinars, and workshops. Engage with online forums where you can learn from experienced aquaponic practitioners. Remember, the more you know, the better equipped you are to handle any challenges that may arise. With knowledge in hand, you're ready to plan your system. Step 2 involves planning your system, selecting your location, and choosing your fish and plants. Let's talk about system type first. Decide on the type of aquaponic system you want to set up. Your options may include media-based nutrient film technique or deep water culture. The scale of your system should be based on the space you have available, your resources, and your goals. Next, let's discuss location. Select a spot that has access to sunlight, which is essential for plant growth. Ensure that the temperature in this location is stable for the fish. Remember, a successful aquaponic system thrives in a well-balanced environment. Now, on to the fun part: choosing your fish and plants. For fish, consider species compatible with aquaponics, such as tilapia, trout, or catfish. These fish are hardy and can thrive in various conditions. When it comes to plants, opt for those that flourish in an aquaponic environment. Herbs, leafy greens, and fruiting plants are all excellent choices. Remember, the goal is to create a symbiotic relationship where the fish and plants mutually benefit from each other. Planning your system is a crucial step in setting up an aquaponic system. It requires a good understanding of the basic principles of aquaponics, a clear vision of your goals, and careful consideration of the environmental factors. When planning, keep in mind the unique needs of both your fish and plants. For instance, plants need sunlight and nutrients to grow, while fish need clean water and a stable temperature. It's also important to consider the size of your system. A larger system might produce more food, but it will also require more maintenance and resources. On the other hand, a smaller system might be easier to manage, but it will produce less food. In the end, the success of your aquaponic system depends largely on your planning, so take your time, do your research, and make informed decisions. After finalizing your plan, it's time to gather your equipment and supplies. Step 3 calls for assembling all the necessary materials for your aquaponic system. Let's break down what you'll need to get started. First up is your fish tank or aquarium. This is where your fish will live, so it's crucial to choose a tank that fits the size requirements of your chosen fish species. Whether you opt for a robust aquarium or a simple fish tank, make sure it's spacious enough for your aquatic friends to swim freely. Next, think about your grow beds. These structures will house your plants and the medium in which they'll grow. The medium could be anything from gravel to expanded clay pellets, but whatever you choose, it needs to be porous to allow water movement and strong enough to support your plants. Now, onto pumps and plumbing. A reliable water pump is vital for circulating water between the fish tank and the grow beds. The plumbing system you set up should facilitate smooth water flow and easy maintenance. Remember, water is the lifeblood of your aquaponic system, and ensuring its efficient circulation is key. Let's not forget about the aeration system. Fish need oxygen to survive, and an aeration system helps maintain sufficient oxygen levels in the water. It could be as simple as an air stone connected to a pump, but its role is significant in keeping your fish healthy. Next, you'll need pH and temperature monitoring tools. Maintaining optimal conditions in your aquaponic system is essential for the health of your fish and plants. Regular testing with pH kits and temperature monitors can help you keep things in check. And of course, there are the fish and their food. You'll want to source your fish from a reliable supplier and provide them with appropriate food. Remember, the waste they produce will nourish your plants, so their diet matters. Lastly, if your location lacks sufficient natural light, you may need to invest in grow lights. These lights can supplement or replace natural sunlight, ensuring your plants get the light they need for photosynthesis. With all your supplies ready, you can start setting up your system. Step 4 and 5 involve setting up your system and cycling it to establish beneficial bacteria populations. Let's dive right into it. We'll start by arranging the fish tank and grow beds in their planned locations. It's crucial to ensure that the system is level and stable. This will prevent any unwanted water flow or pooling. Next, we'll install the plumbing. The water pump and pipe system are what keep this beautiful symbiotic relationship between our fish and plants alive. They establish a continuous flow of water between the fish tank and the grow beds, delivering nutrients from the fish to the plants and returning clean, oxygenated water back to our fish. Now it's time to get our hands dirty, or rather gravelly. Fill the grow beds with your chosen medium. This could be gravel, expanded clay pellets, or other suitable options. Once that's done, it's time to introduce our green friends, the plants. Make sure to plant them firmly in the grow beds. With our plant friends settled in, it's time to introduce the fish to their new home. Remember, moving can be stressful, so it's essential to acclimate the fish slowly to their new environment. And now, we wait. But don't worry, it's not just watching the water go by, we're actually doing something called cycling. During this time, we're closely monitoring the levels of ammonia and nitrites in the system. This process is crucial as it allows beneficial bacteria to establish themselves in the system. These bacteria convert ammonia, which is toxic to the fish, into nitrites and then into nitrates, which are useful for the plants. It's a good idea to start with a small number of plants during this cycling phase. This allows the system to stabilize and the bacteria populations to establish themselves. Once your system is cycled, it's time to monitor and maintain it. But we'll dive into those details next. Step 6 is all about regular maintenance and monitoring of your aquaponic system. The vitality of your fish and plants heavily relies on the quality of the water. Regular tests for pH levels, ammonia, nitrites, and temperature are crucial to keep everything balanced and thriving. Next up is fish feeding. Remember, the fish are not just pets, but a vital part of your ecosystem. You need to feed them an appropriate diet, adjusting the amount based on their growth and the system's needs. Overfeeding or underfeeding can lead to imbalances that could harm both the fish and the plants. Last but not least, plant care. Regularly check the health of your plants. Prune as needed to encourage growth and ensure that the plants are getting the nutrients they need. And of course, don't forget to harvest your crops when they're ripe and ready. But what happens when something goes wrong? Step 7 involves identifying problems and making necessary adjustments. In your aquaponic journey, you might face a few hiccups. Common issues include nutrient deficiencies in plants, diseases in fish, or imbalances in water parameters. But don't worry, each problem has a solution. For instance, yellowing leaves might indicate a lack of essential nutrients. To address this, you could adjust the fish feeding schedule or even introduce a new fish species that produces nutrient-rich waste. If the fish seems stressed or diseased, check the water quality. High ammonia or nitrite levels might be the culprits, requiring a water change or adjustment in feeding. And remember, always keep an eye on your water parameters. An optimal environment is key to a successful aquaponic system. Regular testing will help you detect any imbalances and make the necessary adjustments before they become serious issues. And that's it! You're now equipped to start your very own aquaponic system. Happy farming! If you liked this video, then make sure to also watch these videos for more DIY sustainable farming practices.